Hello, and welcome to another scene in Hong Kong House of Cards. Today we have three people just showing up at random fountain number 6 because great things happen at random fountain number 6. It's a very nice fountain. I can't remember the statue that was in the middle of it, but yeah, yep, there we go.
We'll actually say that, at least for Hannah's case, she was probably already here. She was probably just, she has a, a notepad out and she's just looking at the fountain and drawing a sketch of something. Not really bothering anybody.
Byron is probably walking a motorcycle just down the path, trying to cut through basically the park, because Hong Kong traffic is a whore.
It must be.
Tony will just walk over and plop down beside Hannah. She looks a lot better than she did the day before. Her hair is still in a messy bun, though. But she doesn't have the dark circles under her eyes.
She'll say, "Oh, hello.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing very well, thank you."
I'm glad to hear that.
She smiles and just kind of gets back to. She looks, for some reason, she looks a little bit uncomfortable. She looks at you, but then she goes back to drawing her on in her notebook. You can tell she seems to be drawing like these, like schematics almost.
Tony will kind of look at him. What you drawing?
She kind of looks at you and goes. It looks like she's stuck for a second. She says, "Oh, I was just I don't know, just I was drawing the fountain here, but then I was decided to design things that can't be real, you know."
Well, anything can be real.
In a way. Um, can I ask what your name is?
She blinks. Oh, oh, I'm Tony.
Okay, good to meet you. And she'll, shake your hand.
Tony will give her a really curious look, but then take her hand and say, sorry, um, um,
What's the matter?
I can't tell if you forgot me or if I forgot you.
Just to see. Just check something here. She'll she kind of looks like when you said like if you forgot, and she kind of like goes in her head and you can kind of tell she's thinking, and she goes, hmm. And then she'll just look at you. Is that? What do you mean you might have forgotten me? I don't understand. We never. And she kind of looks at you and she's trying to like almost read you. You do look familiar.
At, the diner. I told you about Gravedigger. And we had a conversation as what's been happening in the city for a little bit.
How did you know about that?
Because I was the one who told you. We had a long talk at a diner. I think you ordered my coffee.
And like she looks like she's like in and out of it, and she says, she's like scratching her head, and she's trying to, you can tell she's trying to work through it, and she says, oh, okay. And she's like rubbing her eyes. Right, you're Tony. That's right. Okay. Right?
I'm Tony.
All right, that's good. Good to see you, Tony.
It's good to see you as well.
And she'll just smile.
And then Tony will look over to Byron and just kind of wave.
Byron just pushes the big American style motorcycle up, kicks the kickstand down, leans it over. So, how are you ladies doing today?
Pretty okay. Yourself?
Oh, traffic's just been awful today. Going to different meetings, trying to catch up with some people, and getting more materials for my motorcycle shop.
Yeah, usually on Mondays I just walk. Very, very busy. By the way, what language are we all speaking? I know
Tony is speaking Cantonese.
Oh, shit.
Oh, no, man.
Yeah, Byron pulls out a dictionary and a Google phone.
She'll switch to English and she'll say, "Is English your primary language?"
Yes, English is my primary language. I've never learned the language here. Never really had a reason to till came across people like Tony that never had a reason to learn English.
Tony will then say, of course, in Cantonese, "I know how to speak English. I understand what you're saying. But whenever I try to speak English, it comes out as something really wrong."
A what?
She says every time she understands English, it's just that when she speaks English, it sounds wrong, apparently. Right? And she looked at Tony. I got that right?
Yeah, you got that right.
Cool.
So, can you just place back what just happened? No, it's okay. Trying to see how good the Google Translator, not Google Translate, but the new translation thing that came out is. It's really good for Japanese, but
Tony will just look at him, and then she'll say something in English, but to you guys, it just sounds like, oh god, and I hate doing this sound. It's so weird. The way Tiger describes it, it's deep throating like 20 tentacles at once. Yes.
okay. So with that in mind, Byron pulls out a jug of vodka, drinks some of it, then just dashes it against the ground.
And she'll look at Tony like, that's not supposed to happen.
Tony will say in Cantonese, yes. I know that's not supposed to happen. Don't deal with Cthulhu, guys. Don't do it.
Yeah, I don't plan on, and she'll say this in English, I don't plan on dealing with Cthulhu anytime soon. And she'll just, you know what, because of this, she'll just translate what Tony's saying back and forth as best she can.
I'm pretty sure we get Cthulhu no matter what language. At which point he just raises his eyebrow even higher into his hair. Wow. So Tony, you've been a very busy little. He looks around. M word.
Sorry about that. Sister came in. So she'll just look to Byron and kind of roll her eyes. You know what? I think for extra added measure.
And she says, I don't know how to translate that to Byron.
Where's Logan when you need him?
So, I don't think we ever met before. Your name?
Oh, you're gonna make me do it. Okay, There we go. I'm Sir Alfred Starr. Or Sergeant Alfred Starr. I can't even read my own writing.
Nice to meet you, Alfred. I'm Hannah. Or actually, no, she won't say Hannah. She'd say, I'm Christy.
Good evening, Christy. So I couldn't help but overhearing the word gravedigger. Because that's a curse in every language at this point.
She'll say in Cantonese to Tony, so Byron can't hear. She'll say, "Is he another supernatural, or is he one of us?"
I think he's one of the fairies.
Okay.
Yeah, I heard some rumors that he did some dumb shit down at the museum. So.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. She'll switch back to English and say, I think, Tony, you were mentioning it, right?
Mentioning what now?
Gravedigger?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess I went to go and see him like you advised. It was certainly interesting.
Byron just looks at Tony and just like stares at her like, is that really Tony? I don't think anyone would advise anyone to go to gravediggers.
Tony's gonna look over at him and just kind of roll her eyes again.
Alright, so you haven't been replaced by a doppelganger.
Yes, I haven't. They would probably not want my mind, let's be honest.
You know, as messed up as mine is, I'm glad that there's someone who's just as messed up.
It's not really something you should wish or want.
Oh, you know, what's the saying? Oh, fuck it, I can't remember. It's late. But really, why did you go down to Gravediggers? That dude must have tried to drug you or, take advantage of you, sexually molest you.
She kind of goes, that's his reputation?
Yup.
I mean, you sure
you
you remember everything?
And then she'll look at Tony and say, and no, she'll just look and say to the both of them, well, he didn't drug me. He didn't. We just kind of chatted about what he's a part of, and then we went our separate ways. I guess I want to.
Go ahead.
He kind of gave me an update of what's going on in the city from his perspective, and chatted a bit about philosophy. And then he told me maybe I should go, if I really wanted to know what was going on in the city, I should talk to a certain someone. And then she'll say to Tony, in Cantonese, Master Desal, well, you can't really translate that. So yeah, she'll just say to talk to one of my masters.
If you're talking about the same one, then I got you. Yeah.
And she'll nod.
I'll probably be there because I'm like his apprentice, and I just kind of like lurk around the sanctum nowadays.
So, don't mean to interrupt you ladies, but are we sure that he didn't mess with her mind or anything?
As far as I know, I don't feel any different.
You should get checked in
Only-
multiple ways.
Tony will lift up a finger and tell Hannah in Cantonese, "Hey, I got something. It'll be hilarious. Just don't mind what I do. It'll get him to be calm or whatever." So Tony will stand up.
And she'll
Crack-
translate some bullshit like, "Yeah, Gravedigger's like a weird one. You know, it's that we better check." That's what she'll translate back.
And so Tony will stand up and she'll stretch, and then she'll crack her knuckles, and she'll do all these kind of weird. It looks like she's getting ready to do some really heavy mojo and shit.
And Hannah's going like, "You sure this is a good idea?"
Byron just picks up some of the glass that he dropped, spins upon a grinder, and just bites into it.
Tony will kind of wave Hannah off, and then she'll throw her hands up into the air, and in Greek she'll actually say,
Does she
"Oh,
understand Greek? I think she does. Hang on. I want to double check if she understands Greek.
oh my god, that would be amazing."
I think she understands Greek. Hang on.
That'll be great.
Damn it. She doesn't.
No.
Okay, she'll say in Greece what?
Yeah, and she'll just kind of throw her hands up to the air and start like muttering shit in Greek, and then she'll look to Hannah and then just kind of stick her hands out, wiggle her fingers, and say something else in Greek again. And then when she does that, she'll get this like kind of tired look on her face, and she'll wipe off her forehead, which by the way has a really large black vein on it. By the way, and she'll plop back down and say, she'll nod. She'll then nod solemnly and say in Cantonese, "Well, you can tell him that I said you're a-okay now, because I don't know, something to keep his mind off, preoccupied, I guess, and get him to stop trying to wonder if you're mind fucked."
She'll nod at that and say, "Apparently I'm clear."
Well, good on you then. As he just continues to chew on the last bottle.
Bottle?
Yep.
Why are you chewing on, if that's okay for me to ask?
I don't know. People are doing woogity things. Makes me nervous.
I will say a lot of people gave Tony some odd looks, because I guess now I can narrate things a little bit. A lot of people were giving Tony odd looks when she was doing that whole weird stuff, but in the end they took her off as some crazy person. Considering you're eating glass in the middle of a like fountain kind of parkish area, there are a couple people just kind of standing and looking at you in awe.
I
And
got
they
you.
look really confused and like freaked out. A couple of them are kind
He's
of.
just gonna like
Cantonese.
tap the. I'm gonna roll the bunk here. He's gonna tap the glass and it's just gonna go poof, like it was made of sugar instead of actual glass.
Does your guy have common sense? Oh, your guy does not have common sense.
Oh hell no, he doesn't.
Because I'm pretty sure whenever you do anything like that in front of people, the mists then come back to try and hide all of that shit.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what happens. Unless you call the weird.
Oh
But I
yeah,
mean,
like no, not popping the weird here.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, even after you pop the weird, depending on, like, if you have the flaw, but after you pop the weird, they'll forget it anyway, because the dreaming likes to keep all that stuff, like, hidden and shit.
By the way, for the record, Byron, any lights that are around Hannah in around 10-foot radius are a little bit dimmer than the lights everywhere else. So,
Shit, I forgot to do something. I gotta do it now. Do. Am I down to die tonight?
Please don't do anything that will start a fight.
Oh, I've got the nightmares, remember?
Oh no.
I have to roll it every scene.
Well, nightmares isn't so bad.
Nope. And you haven't done anything to, trigger PTSD, so
Das ist gut.
that is wunderbar.
Ja.
What the hell's my willpower? Oh damn, I got a lot of willpower for a changeling. What's the difficulty on nightmares again?
Diff
7.
7.
Oh look, I passed. Okay. So he just puts the bottle down. Like nothing's wrong or anything. Like into a bag.
So she'll say, but yeah, I have a feeling that what you all are saying about Gravedigger is probably true, but maybe his reputation preceded him too much.
And or he's a how do I say this politely? I don't have a way, nor do I care for one. There's a lot of people that would love nothing more than to make him dead and gone.
Tony will look to Hannah and say, he's harmed people mentally before. There are things which no one with any sort of semblance of a sane mind should see. And he placed pictures of that place directly inside of someone's mind. 3 people's mind, one who was unwilling. Their mental stability was tested, and it did not stand up to the test. So the Saw had to fix that problem. It was not pretty, and
Yikes.
He willingly harmed another person, 3 other people mentally, for no other reason. And then, to make matters better, he then, and she can't whisper, so she'll kind of lean in, and, say again in Cantonese, but she's trying to, make it where other people can't hear. So she'll lower her voice a little bit, not to the point where she's whispering, because she can't hear whispering. And then she'll say, when he did that, and their minds were broken for that temporary moment, Gravedigger, when everyone else got upset at him for this, told us that if their minds break because they see something like he showed them, then they are no use to us against the technocracy. When
That's
it was
what he said.
Yes. When it was neither his place or anything of the sort to test anyone, and we are not looking at what the technocracy does is very different from what that place was. Very different.
That's awful.
Byron actually was one of the people who were there, along with another changeling and actually a mage. All 3 of them had to have their memory wiped of that night so that they would not know what the inside of that building looked like.
She'll say, do you want me to translate that?
No, it is fine. Byron went through it.
Gotcha.
I've been trying not to allow any of the three to know exactly what happened that night. It's not pleasant, and enough people already want Gravedigger dead.
That's crazy. Yeah, definitely. I mean, he definitely had the demeanor of someone who didn't exactly have maybe a bit of a god complex of some sort.
A little bit.
Guess hubris is very common amongst us. Oh boy. She'll kind of rub her head, scratch her scalp, and say, and she'll say, to Byron, she'll say, Tony told me, what happened. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's already got one knight that has declared an eternal oath of hatred towards him and is working to do horrible, horrible things. Soon there'll be more.
Well, maybe not. Hopefully not more. He's
But does-
trying not to be so stupid.
What's the
trying.
connotation of an eternal hatred oath?
Let's just say that the people that swear them, they're going to. One of them will die.
Eesh. She kind of just looks down at her notebook, and she writes down. She kind of writes down in a different page. Be wary of Gravedigger. She'll underline Gravedigger. And she'll put some notes about the stuff that you guys told her, and she'll close the book and put it back in her coat that she wears. Joey, this is a perfect opportunity to come on in.
Okay, so we're at random fountain number 6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Aiden will happen by. He sees Tony. He knows Tony. He doesn't know anybody else in the group, but he knows Tony. So he'll see her as he wanders by. He's a medium-sized man. I wouldn't say he's super tall or super short. Dark black hair. He's wearing a long coat. He just wanders over. Oh, hey, Tony. How are you doing today?
Tony will throw up a peace sign. I'm doing good. Yourself?
Oh, I'm doing wonderfully. Just out exploring the city.
Nice, nice. This is Hannah. She's one of us, and that's Byron. He's glittery. Let's call it glittery. He also can't speak Cantonese, so.
Hello.
To Hannah. Nod to Byron.
Byron just nods back.
She'll say to Aiden, I also go by Christy.
Good to know. My name is Aiden. It's good to meet you.
It's good to meet you too. So Tony mentioned you were she's speaking pretty quietly. And she'll say, so what who do you associate yourself with?
He kind of raises one eyebrow and says, Well, you could say I like to do my gardening.
Ah, I'm more of a stargazer.
Nods. Uh, yeah, he nods and says, "Hmm. Sorry. EF just texted me. Um, Gotta let him know I'm not available to talk right now. He nods and says, "Well, it's good to meet you nonetheless. I assume everybody just wandered by and happened to have a little get together."
She'll nod at that, and she'll translate for Byron.
Oh, he's speaking English.
Oh, he's speaking English. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, he doesn't have Cantonese.
Oh. Well, that's a problem because Tony can't speak or she can't speak English.
So she will translate what Tony says to you in that case.
Okay. Where either way it works out.
Mhm.
Someone can translate.
Yep. Thank goodness.
Hooray for 1 point merits.
Thanks to 4 point, I got a bunch of fucking languages.
Fair.
Yeah,
Oh, head pops up.
Go ahead.
Sorry. There you go. I was just gonna do fluff. You're good.
Byron's just kind of looking at everyone. Yeah, kind of just all showed up at the same spot.
Yes, that happens quite often, from what I understand in the city. And a little furry black head pops out of his jacket pocket. Well, I shouldn't say little. Cat's a fucking Maine Coon. And just looks over at the two new people that he hasn't met before. Blinks.
And she'll just wave at the. She'll kind of do a little wave at the cat. Smile at it.
He'll blink, look up at Aiden.
Oh yeah, and I'll blink. I'll blink back.
Okay. Sorry.
Byron just gives a smile at him, and if the cat can see on the other side, it's a big toothy shark grin.
I don't know if the cat can. I'm assuming not. So the cat just looks up at Aiden, and Aiden kind of chuckles and said, "No, I don't think there's any cat girls here tonight." Then the cat just kind of slinks out of his jacket and slides up into his arms.
Is that your friend?
Yes, Aenbar and I have been friends for a while now.
Oh. I didn't quite catch the name.
Aenbar. He's named after a famous horse. It's kind of a bit of an obscure mythological reference, but
She'll nod at that. I feel like she'll just simply be kind of going back to. She'll just kind of be looking at everyone, just kind of going back to drawing in her notebook. This time she's gonna draw the fountain again, and just for fun, I'm gonna do like a Dex art. You guys can continue.
So we were just discussing how Gravedigger is not a nice person, let's say.
oh my god, Kim. Aiden just kind of narrows his eyes and says, don't trust anyone who keeps viruses in a vial like a trophy in their sanctum.
She kind of looks, she snaps her head back up, and she says, "What? Seriously?"
He nods. It somewhat tends to spoil people's opinion of you in my experience.
That's she kind of just she kind of has those kind of expressions of her face where she's just kind of speechless. She doesn't really know what to say to that.
Sounds like someone needs a good ass kicking. And death.
I guess it's not.
He's not going to say that like really loud, but he makes sure that Tony can hear it.
Aiden just kind of shifts so he can hold the cat better and pets the cat. He looks very much like a James Bond villain right now.
She'll kind of look over to Byron. I guess I have no beef with him, but if things start becoming dangerous, then I guess I would help. Not the last part, though. She'll say to Byron.
Oh, I'm in a long, long line before I get my chance.
Yeah, that's what I heard from Tony as well.
There's a very long line going for Gravedigger.
So I guess I'll just let fate deal with that then.
Fate has a funny sense of humor sometimes.
Ain't nothing funny about it. It's all jackassery.
Like Tony, Hannah kind of looks at you and kind of gives you that look like, damn right, sister.
Tony's gonna try to get a fist bump.
She'll fist bump you.
Hell yes.
And she'll nod. Weird system, Fate.
That's why entropy is always good to have. And Tony will smile real wide.
Yeah, knowing the measure of disorder is always good.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fickle thing,
Also-
I suppose.
Mm-hmm. Also, we should do some more Overwatch tonight. You were really good last night.
she kind of smiles and says, "Thanks. I like Sombra.
Yeah, you were one of the. Yeah. My bad.
People don't realize that you do a lot more with her.
Mm-hmm. You were like one of the best Sombra players I've seen in a while.
Oh, there. I've been in competitive. I'm actually only in silver.
I mean, same here, but I mean, still.
And again, yeah, I usually only play public or arcade. I like those servers where like respawns are pretty much instant. Like, it's good practice.
Nice.
Thought about trying Mercy more.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was having fun just gliding around healing people.
It is pretty fun.
Mm-hmm. Stella studying the arts. She'll just kind of smile at Tony. So, what exactly has she looked at Aiden. So I've heard stories from Gravedigger, from Tony and Byron here. Or sorry, I shouldn't say Byron. What was his name? Alfred? Alfred here.
Alfred Starr. Sergeant Alfred Starr.
Gotcha. She'll say, and Alfred here, what have you heard about him? Or your experience? What was your experience with him?
He seemed cordial enough for one of his type, but I don't trust anyone who keeps deadly contagious viruses in their sanctum. It's a matter of principle, you see.
I guess unless if was for simply studying them and trying to cure them, that would be interesting. But I have a feeling, based on his character, I don't think that's the case. That's playing with fire right there.
It's not just playing with fire, it's fucking giving gasoline and a match and a lighter to a child.
That's the thing. I think some people are worse than the children with gasoline in the match. And they're full adults, and they know very well what they're doing. But anyway, she just kind of looks a little bit awkward, and she'll just be smile. She'll go and just do a smile glance to everyone, and just go back down to drawing.
Aiden just goes over, sits on the edge of the fountain with Aenbar, just petting him, keeping him kind of hidden under his coat. Just kind of sitting there peacefully, enjoying. I assume it's night out.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, and then just enjoying the night air.
I think eventually Hannah will do the same and just look up.
Something magical about the stars at night when you can see them.
Yeah, but fortunately we can't see all of them. Too much smog. Light pollution too. Usually you gotta use some interesting techniques to be able to see it all.
That's very true. So Tony, who is at the front of the line for his head?
I'm not even sure. There's a lot of people. It's probably me, to be honest.
Hannah will translate.
Damn. I was hoping it was someone that I could bump out of line and get a shot in.
You are not going to go around killing other people in the city who are underneath the Accord of the House, or the House Accord, whatever the hell this is.
Yes, but he's going to do something stupid enough soon enough that gets him kicked out of that protection.
Aiden just gives Byron kind of a sideways look and goes back to petting his cat.
There's a difference between him getting kicked out of that and then you going around and killing other people on the list who want to kill Gravedigger.
No, not that kind of bumping off. Jesus. Like, if you want to roll perception empathy, he didn't mean it that way.
Oh, Tony ain't gonna roll perception empathy. She thinks she knows what's going on. She's so tired right now. God, she needs some coffee. She needs some intellect.
What's where's the do I have empathy? Yes, I do. I'll go give it a try.
Get it.
I got one. And does he do manipulation, subterfuge, or anything like that, or?
Man, I don't even think I have subterfuge. No,
Okay.
I don't even have subterfuge.
So she'll look over and say, I don't think by bump that's... She'll say in quietly in Cantonese, I don't think by bump he meant kill.
Yeah. I don't know. He seemed like he was ready to start killing people the other day with the shit he put up at the museum.
Another sideways glance.
And I guess she'll just, do you want me to translate that?
Nah. This is so much fun. Like, you'd think, actually, being in a city where, like, language is Cantonese, you'd like Cantonese. I don't know.
Well, I mean, some people are trapped here. I mean, including myself. I didn't plan to stay here in Hong Kong.
Oh, I didn't either. I don't think anyone did.
Yeah. I was actually... Oh, yeah, that's right. No, I was actually sent here to check up on things.
Damn.
Yeah.
Sounds like somebody wanted to get you out of sight.
That might be true. Unfortunately.
Just like give him a good solid punch whenever we get out of here. Punch him right in the nose.
Well, the individual who sent me, I didn't really know. It was just a order from higher up. But I guess I just have to deal with this situation.
Well, hopefully it's not too bad and it'll go better. Hopefully. Probably not.
Yeah. Well, yeah, one can hope to hope.
Yeah. At least you didn't have to, like, at least you did get, like, brought up into all this crazy stuff that was happening around here, like with the leash and whatnot.
She'll nod. I guess it was for the best. I'm not exactly in a position to really, I'm still learning, suffice to say.
Aren't we all?
I guess you could say I'm still trying to, even though in a way I grew up with all of this, I'm still trying to get familiar with it.
And you'll probably be doing that all your life, because even Arc Masters still have things to learn.
This is true. That's all she says. Guess at some point it's just... Would be nice to take breaks.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh well. Can't always get that luxury. We should also probably, or at least I guess you should probably switch to English.
Oh yeah, that's right. And she'll kind of switch back to English and say, "Sorry about that. You were just talking about." And she'll kind of think for a moment. I actually forgot.
Made finger waggly stuff.
Finger waggly stuff. Tony says.
Aiden just raises an eyebrow as he's petting the cat.
And she'll just shrug back.
Tony will wag her fingers some more.
Barry just looks at her, kind of like sidelong. Takes
Which
up another
her?
cigarette. Tony, and starts smoking again.
Wait, what did he do to Tony?
Gave her a sidelong glance and started smoking.
Yeah, no, dude, she'll return the glance. She'll kind of give you that glance of like, what you gonna do?
Hannah probably hasn't noticed this, and she's just drawing in her book, and I'll be right back. I gotta go to the washroom.
Aiden just kind of just peacefully sits there, looking between the other two.
Cody's translator has left, so...
I mean, He said that he left, not necessarily the character, so you know, always just kind of assume
back.
that she translates.
Who's
All right.
back?
Yeah, yeah, of course she would. If I ever go AFK, she would translate for you guys.
Okay. I didn't want to assume.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, fair enough. My bad.
No, it's all good, dude. You gotta do what you gotta do.
That's true. Anyway, so yeah, she's just drawing, and she kind of, yeah, she's just drawing the fountain. I'll do an extended action roll.
Woo, doodling. Tony will just kind of say, so it's very nice night out tonight.
You cut out.
Oh, sorry. She said it's a very nice night out tonight.
It's nice for the city, I suppose.
Like, yeah, but it's not like we're really gonna see a night anywhere else. At least not until this, until we're free to leave.
He shrugs. Possibly.
Closest we can get is going into like the dreaming or some other realm.
Or you could die, or I'm sure there's other ways around it.
I went there once. I can't remember everything that happened there, but it was really nice. I think there was a...
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
She'll just say, I think there was a dragon? I can't remember.
Well, if you really wanted to die, I could point you to the nearest source of premium.
Premium doesn't really kill you, though. It just takes away any magical abilities. Like, I hit Premium with my sword one day, and I wasn't able to use my sword for like a week because all its magical effects were null and void.
Ouch.
Yes, but the people that are using it might give you that death.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, premium is nasty.
Oh, yeah. Especially when they make their frickin' suits out of it.
Aim for the joints, we found. A well-made weapon that can usually pierce the joints.
That actually makes a lot of sense. Who knows what tech they got under there? Yeah.
So...
Totally not awkward, right? She'll say in Cantonese.
No, it's totally not awkward at all. I feel so at ease here. It's amazing.
Yeah. And she'll just kind of go back into English and say, "So, Aiden, tell me about yourself. What do you do around here?"
Odd jobs, usually.
What about you, Byron? Sorry, Alfred?
I owned a motorcycle repair shop, and I do repairs and make custom motorcycles. I was actually just coming here to visit the area to make sure the shop was running right, and kind of got stuck.
Stuck in traffic?
I was stuck in this hellhole.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, I still actually drive a motorbike. I got a, actually need to find the model.
Well, if you get the model, I could probably find you the parts.
Yeah, recently, might have to take you up on that. Recently, kind of, the engine fizzled out on me, and I don't know, some of the other motorcycle shops around here aren't so great. I've had my bike repaired by a couple before, and usually something breaks afterwards, like very soon after. So I'll take you up on that. It's a, let me find the model of it. Hang on, it's a BMW, I know that. Sorry, guys. She says, it's an F700. It's really nice.
Yeah, I can probably get parts shipped in here.
Yeah, hopefully. You got a business card?
Oh yeah, as he pulls one out of a pocket and just hands it to you.
Appreciate it. And she'll kind of tap it a couple times and put it in her pocket. She kind of looks around and darn, man, I'm trying to find out of character. I'm just trying to find something to say. Damn, conversation we could bite onto.
So.
Tony says so.
You guys have you guys ever played Never Have I Ever?
Yes.
Not in many years.
How do you play that?
Yeah. We should probably go to the museum if we want to do this, though.
No, thank you.
Why not?
Yeah.
Just
thought-
very gentle side eye.
I thought Adriana fixed all that up to where you could go back in.
Yeah. Doesn't mean that I want to go back in though.
Look, it'll be for like
I mean-
an hour, so we can play some Never Have I Ever.
Play inside at a window and you can sit outside and yell your answers up at the window.
Do you know how high up the lounge is? It's like 7 stories or something.
Yeah, I don't think that'll work.
Aiden just shrugs. I'm sure he can yell really loud.
I could also create a ice staircase all the way up it. Don't know that I want to do either of those things though.
Oh my god, do not do that in the middle of the city. Does no one remember the fire tree accident of a couple months ago?
Months ago.
I almost said a couple years there out of character. It's like Tony's old grandma
months
age.
ago.
Yeah, a couple months ago. One of the frickin' Halloween set a goddamn tree on fire.
Sorry, keep going.
Yeah, we don't need that again because the technocracy peeps were all over the place. They were pointing guns at us and shit. And I was like, I was afraid I was have to about to beat a bitch, but I didn't want to do that. God.
But I didn't want to have to do that. God. She kind of looks at Tony and gives an eyebrow raise. This is really weird. She says in Cantonese. No, actually, no. You should just say to Tony this in English, like, this is really weird. But hey.
I know it's really weird, man. I know, and I'm sorry. Soon I will hopefully get this thing off of my head and start speaking English again. It'll be fine. Maybe.
If I only had mind, I could use like maybe mind 2 forces 2 to turn the into English or something.
I mean, I don't have forces though.
Yeah, and our paradigms aren't exactly compatible, probably.
Oh yes, let me do magic with you, Hermetic. Don't mind the knife that I'm slipping around your throat right now. Don't mind that at all.
I mean, if you've got forces too, Tony's got mine too, but we don't have an ST in here. At least not a
And-
mage ST, so it'd probably be best not to like.
Probably best not to fuck with that.
Yeah. So
Just
Tony will
watch it. We all roll Arte, all botch. Tiger!
It would too. It would pretty much be like the 3 little kids who freaking got to like the peanut butter happened to go find the dad.
Tiger!
Like Tiger, we did it.
We made a bad
Tiger will finally get to fulfill his dream of jumping in here and saying, "All right, motherfuckers, roll initiative."
It'll happen one day. But yeah.
Oh
so-
damn! Like you're like 10 years older than him. Anyway.
Oh yeah, Tony's old. So Tony will look back over to Byron.
Byron feels ancient. Byron's
Somebody
like
probably-
42. No.
Man, Satoshi is 67. Don't even.
Chitosi's dead.
Undead, thank you very much. There's a very good line of different fucking English. So Tony will just kind of look over to Byron and is like, look, 1 or 2 hours at the museum. Like, never have I ever. It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. Says Tony.
Sure, I guess.
Hey, look. I mean, look. If you really don't want to, you don't have to. You could probably find just like a really quiet diner. Doesn't really have many people.
Yeah, but things can get very supernatural related very quickly while we start doing.
Also, if you want to hide your activities, you don't go in an empty diner. You go in a very full diner.
I hate it when the tab crashes like that.
No.
Gotcha.
Okay.
We could also go to my motorcycle shop, where no one actually is.
Hey, that's a good idea.
Yeah, but then we'd actually have to buy the alcohol.
No, you
free at the
wouldn't.
museum. Okay, yeah, but do you have a waffle maker that makes waffles on cue?
No, and I do miss that waffle maker. And the toaster.
Hey. Aiden.
Wait, they added a waffle maker?
Yes.
Aiden also has a very strange look on his face at the mention of taking food and drink from the ferry.
A little bit. A little bit. So yeah, Tony will just be like, look, yeah, they got a waffle maker. Like, everything in there talks, okay? I don't think you understand. Like, the last time I was in there.
No, I completely understand. Aptougal.
I don't know what that means.
Dougal?
Sigh.
You hear Alistair off in the distance screaming about how he's a fucking squire now.
And oh, by the way, when Aiden goes home, he's totally asking Alistair what Abdougal means.
Motherfucker.
Because he's staying with Alistair.
Motherfucker.
As we go, I got this great story that I can tell you about how I came to learn to be able to sense where premium is, and it has Alistair involved.
Who the fuck is Alistair?
He's this little kid that likes to try to keep out of politics, and it's going very poorly for him.
Oh, sucks to suck. But yeah, I don't want to buy the alcohol.
Fine, let's go where the talking appliances are.
We're off to the museum, the wonderful museum of a leech. Ugh.
So, as we're walking, he's going to regale you of the tale of how Alistair's new new title is Shows Some Leg.
She'll walk up there and kind of be like, "Oh, been a while since I've been here."
After about 10 minutes of the story, the cat takes refuge in the jacket pocket.
And sometimes, by the way, Henna will do like a long blink to the cat.
Cat is cowering. Well, not cowering, but definitely hiding in the jacket pocket.
So are we
And
at?
like when you do that to the cat, Aiden will like chuckle like he's having an in joke or something.
Are we at the museum now?
Yeah.
Okay.
As always, there's the security guy there who, takes all the weapons.
She doesn't have anything on her. Because she is a weapon. Yeah.
Bum, 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 bum.
Yeah, Alfred pulls out a couple of guns and puts them on the table, and then some brass knuckles.
You will get a little deposit card, saying that this, this, and this, and this is yours, and it's in here, and blah 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 blah. And when everyone, my bad.
Yep, sorry. Aiden just takes out a knife and a thame.
Yep. And the same thing happens, and of course Tony sets her bag down and taking Pelagius out of the bag, and then just handing the bag over to the guy, and blah 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 blah. When all the weapons are returned, we go up to the museum lounge, and Kim hasn't told me any different, so I'm assuming all the appliances there talk, but only if you speak to them first, unless it's different, because I know Alistair did some shit and awakened everything in there. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, now we're in the museum lounge.
Cool.
Yeah.
She'll take off her backpack and kind of put it between her legs. And she sits down. So, how do we play this game?
Oh, it's amazing and a lot of fun. First off, we need 10 shots per person of a very strong alcohol.
She kind of widens her eyes. Okay.
It'll be great. And Tony will dive down behind the bar.
I need to look up the toxin ratings of alcohol here real quick.
Oh, God.
I think it's diff 6.
Yeah, it's diff 6 to soak.
Okay.
I mean, the point is not to get, drunk, though. Kind
Okay.
of.
Is it? Kim, mage.
This is never have I ever. Motherfucker.
Okay. Is it life or mind to keep yourself from actually, getting drunk?
I think you can use it. Probably life because
It's
of
life, too.
alcohol.
Yeah, life 2
Or-
to remove all the,
Yeah, to heal
Or
yourself.
could I just
Basically
use-
to heal yourself?
Yeah, or could I just use mind to keep my mind clear while still, technically being drunk?
I am not a mage ST. That is a tiger question.
Yeah. You could maybe use mind too to keep yourself feeling drunk but still clear headed. Maybe.
Where's
I
my
don't-
mage book?
It doesn't really. I think that's more a life 2 thing.
Yeah, I'd
Okay.
really say
Here,
life 2.
we'll for now say it's life, which I know for a fact you can do.
Yeah, life 2.
Yeah.
People have done that before with life 2, so.
Yeah, Hannah could just do it to herself.
Oh, God.
Out of character, would Hannah have been told that magic is okay to use here, or is it not okay to use? Because out of character, I don't remember.
It's kind of iffy here. I know one time someone actually did a spell here and then got told off, but people it's sort of preferred to not do magic here, and if you do use magic here, just don't make a big show of it as long as it's not it's kind of like doing magic in another person's sanctum. You just kind of don't do it without their permission.
Although in this case, I think if we're just like, because we do have to go like home after this, I think making sure we're not drunk is something that would be acceptable. Because it's not really hurting anyone, and it's just making sure we get home safely.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's just like a life 2 effect.
Yeah, it's life 2
No
effect.
one is really going to notice it because it's just on yourself. I mean, of course, there's going to be a little proof of magic, but
You know that. Whoo, magic. You know,
yeah,
perception
like,
awareness and all that.
like the little alarm, woo, woo, magic in the vicinity, woo, woo.
Pretty much.
Yeah, Tony will bring out 40 shot glasses. Just set 10 in front of
Goddamn.
everybody.
Whoa.
Set. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
We need one for each finger. And then she'll, pour out the shots. It's probably just like I've seen it before. It's just what is it, like wedding cake vodka or something like that? Birthday cake vodka or something? Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yes. And then she'll kind of lift up her hands where all 10 fingers are up, and she'll say, okay, the point of never have I ever is for the person to say, never have I ever done something. And if if the other people have done it, then they have to lower a finger and take a shot. When the person gets to 0 fingers, they're out. Like, I would say, never have I ever worn a dress before. And if one of you 3 have sworn a dress, you lower a finger, take a shot.
Huh. Interesting. She'll kind of have to think for a moment. It might be a little bit hard for me to remember, but I'll try and see.
Well, if you forget, we can just remind you. So who wants to go first? Because we got to do this in like an order.
You're the one who wanted to play, so why don't you start us off?
Okay, fine. I'll start us off. It'll go me, Hannah, Byron, Aiden.
Okay.
So Tony will lift up all 4 fingers and say, never have I ever worn a dress.
Out of character, the rules are actually really weird in my head. So if you did do that, you drink, right?
Yes. And if you are like Tony and never have worn a dress, then you don't take a shot. But if you have done it, then you take a shot and lower a finger. So if your character's worn a dress,
Yeah, she'll shrug and take off a finger, and here we go.
Aiden will also take a shot and lower a finger.
What's her stamina?
I always get the verbena.
He just kind of shrugs and says, "It was a stealth mission. We needed to go undercover."
I mean, I ain't judging for you. I hear dresses are really comfortable. I've just never enjoyed them.
We usually wore kilts, not dresses, but same feeling.
Yeah, I guess.
So, toxin rating 1, so that's how much damage it does. So yeah, she soaks it. So she takes a drink.
Yeah.
This is pretty good. I guess it's my turn. Never have I ever spied on someone.
Tony will lower a
Aiden
finger and take a
lowers
shot.
Yep. And now give me a second because I got to roll to...
Byron takes a shot. It's just like,
Damn.
meh.
What diff is
y'all
it? Just straight...
It's
Six.
difficulty 6. You need to get at least 1.
Okay.
Actually, I think
First roll?
it's you can drink without rolling stamina up to the amount of stamina you have, and then you got to roll to start to not take effects after like your 4th shot is when you got to start rolling. I think. But oh well.
After your stamina level and drinks.
Yeah. Forgot to mention that earlier. Oh well. I mean, everyone's
good
still
for
all
one.
good anyway.
Yeah. Alright, now it's Byron's turn.
Oh, never have I ever cast a true magic spell.
That's cheating, Aiden says as he lowers a finger and takes a sip.
That's
Yes,
the
sir.
point.
Well, so I'd be very interested to know how you learned about what constitutes true magic.
You're a mage. I expect you to do true magic. Unlike
Yes,
unlike tricks.
Yes, but it's... I'll keep that thought to myself for now.
Yeah, your turn now, dude.
He thinks, looks around at the group. Never have I ever... Kind of looks at the Fae, looks at Tony. Never have I ever used a sword before.
Oh, you motherfucker.
He
Hannah doesn't take a
smiles.
drink.
Byron does not take a drink.
Actually? Yeah, Hannah takes a drink.
Yeah, and of course Tony takes a drink. So,
Wow. Hannah is like acing these rolls.
get it.
You sure this stuff works?
Oh, you say that now. Just wait until the shots kick in later. Just wait.
Okay.
Never have I ever eaten glass before.
Oh, fuck you too. Byron takes a drink.
Tony will just
Does not
smile
take a drink.
sweetly.
So Hannah will say, never have I ever spoken Cantonese.
Wait, you speak Cantonese though.
Yeah, she's kidding Tony.
Wait, so I say,
So it can't be something you've done.
Yeah.
it can't be something I've done. Okay.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Tony's never eaten glass. Aiden's never used a sword, etc.
Mm-hmm.
She'll look. Never ever have I gotten into a car accident.
Aiden just raises a hand. Does causing car accidents count?
Yeah.
She kind of looks at Tony.
Tony's just gonna shrug because she was about to ask kind of the same thing. Look, I'm just saying, you can use entropy for a lot of shit.
We'll go with yes.
Okay, and then
So
Tony
Aiden
will,
will
my bad.
take a sip. Sorry, yeah,
No.
take a shot. Lower finger.
So then Tony
Oh,
will
yep.
say, so what if we were in a car accident that was caused by the use of entropy to get somebody else in an accident, but
That's
then
still a car
something
accident.
something
Yeah. You know, even if you're not even.
So Aiden will get up, fill a glass with water, and then bring it back to sit down. It's just a glass of clear water.
You feeling okay over there, man?
Who, me?
You know, I will be.
Okay.
So yeah, it's your turn.
It's Byron's turn now.
It's Byron's turn, actually.
Oh, what was Aiden's thing?
Aiden hasn't gone
He
yet.
hasn't gone yet.
It's Byron before Aiden.
Oh, okay. Let me just retype my thing.
Never have I ever painted my fingernails.
Hannah doesn't drink.
Tony doesn't.
Aiden doesn't.
Damn.
All right.
Aiden just kind of shrugs, looks over to Byron. Never have I ever used fairy magic.
Dick.
What's good for the goose is good for the
Good
gander.
for the gander. Yep.
He just smiles and just pets, making him look even more like a Bond villain than before.
Pelagius is probably eyeing up that cat, though.
Cat's already booped his snoot. Also, Aiden, I will remind you, Aiden has living sacrifice as one of his instruments for a reason.
Yeah, dude, Tony's a sacrifice too. Like, we can fucking do this if this is how you want to do it.
Beautiful. No chill, but it is Tony's turn.
Okay, boys, what haven't I done? No, I've done that.
There's one that Hannah could get every single one of us with, and I'm waiting for her to do it.
I got you. Never have I ever spoken Latin.
Aiden just kind of looks at it.
She drinks. She drinks.
Gotta get the hermetics, though.
She drinks. And she puts it back down.
Oh, I know Aiden's.
She'll say, never have I ever killed anyone.
Oh.
There we go. See,
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking. Aiden takes a sip.
Tony takes a sip.
Byron takes
Oh,
a sip.
damn!
Yep.
Fucking ones! I failed both of my stamina roll.
Dude, at least you're failing and not botching.
Yeah, if you botch,
True.
you overdose. For the
No, I
That's
think
what-
he's just like automatically just kind of like pass out on the floor with a
pretty much.
vodka.
So
No?
Aiden's just at this point just going to yeah, no. He'll wait because he doesn't want to cheat. He's got some honor.
It's now Byron's turn.
Yeah, Byron's thinking. Oh, Byron's got this. Never have I ever since becoming an adult been able to not get drunk.
What the fuck kind of...
Never. She kind of goes, never, ever.
I think we're all trying to wrap
I-
our heads around that one.
All of you can get drunk, right?
You don't know our lives.
She's trying to remember. I don't really think I have. And she's genuinely trying to think. Oh wait, no, I have. she drinks.
Well, there's a difference between being able to get drunk and then getting drunk. Technically, anyone with enough mastery over life could, in fact, never become drunk again in their life. So anyone with...
Out of character, that's true.
What is level 2 called again? Like, Initiate?
Level 2
Initiate, I believe.
is manipulation.
No,
Well,
the...
like what it's called as an art.
Because I know
what it's
4
called,
is
Initiate.
Adept. Initiate?
Oh, 2 is I think initiate.
Okay, yeah, because 4 is Adept, 5 is Master.
No, 4 is like
No,
command.
4 is Adept.
4 is adept. What then? What's 3?
I don't
Was
want
it
to say...
3 is adept, no?
No? Disciple.
Disciple.
Mhm.
That's right.
So Tony will then say, I mean, anyone who's an initiate with life could, in fact, in theory, never be able to be drunk again. So you really have to think about your wording, Mr. Fairy Guy. Because we're mages.
Aiden just smiles. Ever spoken a language other than English?
Oh, bastard.
That was my next one.
Yeah, Tony
Yeah.
takes a drink.
I think I'm at 3 now, actually.
Damn.
Don't leave the verbena and the fairy as the last people. Damn it.
Oh, God.
There's no way that can go badly.
Yeah, she got 2. She's fine.
So it's Tony's turn. Oh, Logan's not here, so I can't use that one. Never have I ever bitten someone as an attack in battle.
Oh, fuck you too.
Just don't look at Hannah. Just starts laughing.
I had to add that in battle though, because
And we'll say, "Oh shit, I forgot mine. Hang on, it was really good." Oh. Ah, never have I ever failed a math test.
it has been almost 10 years since I had to last do. No, it's been 13 years since my last math. I can't remember if I failed them or not.
Aiden just does finger guns at Hannah and says, can't fail a math test if you never took one."
That's true.
Byron's like, that's been more than 30 years? I don't know.
Fair enough.
So if you don't know, assume yes. With
I mean,
a
I
wink
ain't
at Tony.
You calling me stupid?
And Hannah just kind of has that look of, oh. Oh, yeah, she'll translate. Tony says, are you calling her stupid?
Anyone, anything.
Wait till we get out this museum, and it's in a very obviously playful tone.
Says in a playful tone, wait till we get out of this museum.
He just winks at her. Good thing you added that in battle part then, I guess.
Well,
That was
Byron's-
not fighting though, because I mean, damn, most of us in here are probably into kinky shit and bite people while you're fucking them. Damn, it's not even all that kinky.
Aiden just looks at her like he's waiting for her to get the thing that he was doing.
I don't think Cody's getting it. Just kind of you.
All right.
I mean, there's.
Who's
I don't
next?
think.
Hannah, I believe.
Yeah, it's
no,
Hannah.
Hannah just went, didn't she?
yeah,
Yeah,
because it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never have I ever not eaten an opponent or a piece of an opponent after killing them in battle.
Not Eden.
Wait,
Mhm.
OC, you have. Wait a minute.
He said have not.
Oh,
Yeah, so that's all of you unless you eat the dead.
Aiden just kind of does a non-committal hand gesture.
Oh!
oh man, Tony's a euthanatos. I don't know if she. Ooh, time to look at Tony's instruments.
Hannah's just taking a sip.
Because, the euthanatos do some really fucking freaky shit.
On a revised
I mean, Aiden-
book, I haven't really seen anything that freaky.
I mean, it can get freaky, though.
It can get freaky, but
can.
wouldn't freaky shit get Jor and all that?
That is true. True.
I mean, Aiden is with Verbena. They do shit like that, you know.
Oh yeah, Verbena,
Yeah.
they do fucking freaky shit.
Oh, yeah.
Verbena do some fucked up shit.
Verbena do some weird shit.
Yeah, Tony will blow her a finger and take a sip. And she fails that stamina roll, so you can kind of see her. She's kind of leaning heavily on the bar now.
So far, Hannah's fine.
By the way, Aiden, Byron lifts a glass to you in salute.
He'll lift the water glass, take a sip, and then as the cool, purifying water slips down his throat, that's his instrument for a life 2 effect to fucking get. Is he needs a clear head.
So I guess it's pretty coincidental.
I'd imagine.
So I think for every success you heal 2 health levels, right?
Yeah, I believe something's taken 2. Spending a willpower. It's diff 5 for second level sphere effects. Yes.
Yeah, 3 plus 2 if it's coincidental. So 5.
Okay. You don't need to spend.
And it's hell of a coincidental because no one can really tell how drunk you are.
Yeah.
Hey, 3 successes. So yeah, he just kind of cleanses out his system is really what it does.
She'll
He
just
slams the glass down. Sorry.
She'll look to Aiden. All right, what's yours?
Tilts his head from side to side. I should have marked that as hard. Oh well. And he says, "Never have I ever worn the color of black."
Oh, come
I know
on.
his he's not wearing the vest.
Oh, you're a dick.
You seriously can't say you've never worn one article of black clothing before. You're telling me all
Or
of your
black
shoes
shoes.
have
Mhm.
been like brown.
He points at the white sneakers that he's wearing.
You're a dick.
Color is an important part of symbolism. And if you're wondering, his jacket is a very dark blue.
Oh no,
Oh,
Tony Botch!
Oh, did Tony?
Tony Botch!
Oh no. So does she like slump over or anything? Like what happens?
So yeah, so Tony takes the shot. She was doing real good up until this point, and y'all know it. She just kind of took the shot and set it down, and it kind of blinked a lot, and then sloop right onto the floor.
ooh.
Aiden sighs, goes over, and just fills up the water glass again. Goes over. Can one of you help me prop her up? Some water will help
I think
help
it's
with
best-
that.
I think it's just best to let her sleep.
But she needs to be able to get up here. I'm not leaving her in a vampire's den overnight. I don't think she'd appreciate it either.
I think she might kill us. So he walks over and helps you get her up.
She'll walk over and help too.
So Aiden will what he'll do, because I'm gonna be that dick. He'll put his hand. Oh no, wait, I can't heal yet. Oh shit, I forgot I can't heal others.
Yeah,
Shit.
life 3.
Yep.
You be able to heal others.
Fuck.
So yeah,
Damn it.
I'm sure Tony
Yeah.
will come around in a little bit. It'll be all good.
Alright, well, he'll still give her the water and everything. I mean, I could use mine to just send a mental, wake up
Oh,
into
you
her
don't wanna-
brain.
Don't want to
No,
fuck with Tony's mind
That
right now.
sounds like a bad idea. And she says, "Yeah,
It's
let's
cool.
She says, "Here, let's just let's put her over here by the couch. Lie her down."
Aiden will still give her the water and then just help carry her over there, lay her down.
Mhm.
Pats his
Hey,
pockets,
Mr.
looks
Coffee
disappointed.
Maker.
Looks disappointed when he doesn't have a pen.
Yeah, Pelagius is now kind of curled up on Tony's stomach, just kind of looking at everyone. Like, what's he going
Whoop.
to do?
I think Hannah looks at the snake and goes, "Whew." And she just waves at Pelagius.
He'll waggle his tail.
She'll smile back and wink, and then she'll kind of sit back down where she was sitting. So, okay, whose turn was it again?
That makes it your turn.
That's right. And she'll kind of think for a few moments. What did she never do? She really thinks. She kind of looks around at the two of you. Never have I ever paid for something with my credit card. With a credit card.
Aiden laughs. He just laughs and laughs and
I look over. She was mainly looking over at.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Byron only uses a ATM card. Because otherwise you can get in debt real fast. And changelings are bad at that. That's banal. He does not.
She'll just kind of shrug. Guess that's that then. She'll look over to Aiden.
it's Byron's turn.
Oh yeah, that's right. She'll look to Byron.
Never have I ever not owned a home in the Dreaming in 2017?
You're getting oddly specific there, sir.
I am.
Well, why
okay.
doesn't the next one be never have I ever had my name be Aiden? That wouldn't be particularly good, now would it?
True. Can't really think of anything. That's the problem.
I know that. I know that feeling.
I know.
Y'all can Google shit. Like, just look up never have I ever, like, questions before. I did it once. Because I started running out of things. Like, it was going too long. There were so many people.
All right. I'm just looking at his sheet for ideas. Never have I ever. God, this is really hard at this point. Uh-oh. One of Byron's falls just made me think of this. And he just kind of like slumps kind of deep into the chair. Never have I ever not tasted premium.
Aiden just takes a sip as he flips him off.
I actually have to think.
What was
'Cause
me
mostly-
tasting?
Have I ever
He did
tasted?
specify. He did specify.
I would then have to. She actually doesn't drink.
Premium.
Ooh.
Premium before?
Like what? Hang on. Hold on. What's premium?
Technocracy metal.
Technocracy metal. And she'll
Yes,
say.
Like, have you ever tasted it? Tasted it is what he said.
Okay. And yeah, she
Never
doesn't drink.
not taste.
Because his mind is filled with that. He can't remember a time
Okay.
he didn't taste it.
It is it's not a drink. He's asking. He's saying, have you ever not tasted premium?
Oh, not tasted.
out.
Yeah, she drinks.
Mhm.
Looks like I lose, and she takes
Yeah.
takes the last drink.
Fuck! Aiden slumps over, and he's going to kill Tony when he wakes up.
I wish he.
He's going.
I mean, he can try.
He's going to absolutely kill her.
He can try.
And then
The cat just.
she'll just look over at Byron and say, "Well, looks like you win."
Looks like I do. But winning involved losing.
I guess it did in some ways.
So he walks over outside of Place's strike range, which is like 3.5 feet or something odd.
Yeah, he's a pretty big snake.
And then he kind of crouches down and he looks at Palladius. Now, I need to get her out of here and into a cab and send her home. You good with that?
I mean, I'm willing to hang out here and just keep an eye on her.
The idea of leaving her in a vampires owned place?
That's right.
Yeah. What do you think, Palladius? How about 1 head bop for yes, 2 head bops for no?
Pelagius is a little shit, so he'll just go. Then
He just like looks at Palladius.
How about this? How about we wait about a half an hour? We can shake them up. If they don't, then we can take them home.
Shake him up with that on top of her? No. Throw some water on her, maybe.
So she'll just say, well, at the very least, I guess we can help wake Aiden up.
Yeah, let's wake Aiden up. He can't be that drunk. Walks over, looks at the cat.
Kind of do a
The cat
calm,
really
slow
lazily.
blink. Cat.
It just looks at the two of you really lazily.
Alright, we're waking Aiden up.
And he didn't
Nope.
like fall on the floor or anything. He just like his head like fell on the counter and he started snoring. So
Aiden. Aiden. Hello.
so when you
Thank you.
shake him awake, what happens is he goes to reach like down for something, and then like flings his arm up at you,
Whoa.
awake, but something stops him because dove spirits are like, "Fuck, no, you don't do that."
Yep, cannot hit or attack anybody here.
And he kind of just blinks blearily. Says, shit. What? Fuck. This is why I don't drink.
Man, that really hit you.
Yeah, this wasn't that I'm worried about. As he stumbles over to refill another bottle. Why did I just close that tab? Another bottle, another glass. Does the same thing. As he downs it. Oh, not rolling d20. Please. Oh.
And suddenly
Tiger will
this
kill me.
becomes D&D.
D&D mage. Alright, spending a quint to lower the diff.
All the darkness D20.
Oh god, that sounds so complicated.
Actually, it's a thing.
Yeah, it is.
Oh god. My previous statement still stands.
Mhm.
Just like sips it down. He just kind of shakes. Yeah. Wow, that was fun.
Yeah, it definitely was.
He looks down at Tony.
You think we should wake her? I mean, should we wait or should we try to wake her up now?
I'm not touching her.
I don't advise touching her. However, we are going to wake her up as he walks over and gets like a washcloth and gets it real damp and wet.
She looks to Pelagius and says, "Do you mind if we help wake up Tony? Bob, once for yes, twice for no."
Pelagius will kind of give you a look, then wag his tail a little bit. You know, that kind of like 1-2 back and forth thing. And slither over to Tony and just bop her right in the face with his tail. Wait, no, dove spirits. Damn it.
Yeah.
Dove spirits. So he'll go to do that. Then when it's stopped, he'll kind of blink.
Right.
And then just kind of
He says.
and then he'll slither onto Tony's face and just sit there.
So, Byron walks over with this wet washcloth. All right, ready for a shower. And just wrings it out. Nope. Doing it anyway.
She's just standing back.
You just hear this groaning, and then Tony's first language is technically English, so you'll just hear, I can't do that. Thank you. Thank you so much, Adam. And she just kind of rolls off of wherever she was.
Aiden just blinks at her, narrows his eyes, then just asks, "Jor?"
She'll answer in English.
Tony, Cantonese. She'll say in Cantonese.
Oh. No, it's not fucking Jor. God damn it, he's a Verbena. I don't need to worry about this shit anyway, motherfuckers.
She will translate back. She says, "No, it's not George. You're a Verbena. You won't have to worry about that."
He actually hisses at Hannah.
What she said?
I've got a new word today. 2 new words, in fact. I like this place.
Consider them a fair trade for the ones you gave us, and don't expect any
Yep.
more.
My bad, Aiden.
He just nods and just It's not exactly an unfriendly look that he gives her. Like a measured look.
Yeah,
Not
she
mad,
kind of
careful around them.
she kind of gives you a look of a sorry look, and also like, I fucked up, like, kind of look like it's not like she's trying to dodge what she did.
And
Don't
then he
shoot the
pats the kitten.
messenger.
And he pats the kitten, and if you have like acute senses hearing, you just hear a very low grumble of goddamn hermetics. Just
He just
very,
look-
very quiet.
He just looks at Aelin. Unlike Gravedigger, I don't sell other people's secrets or use them for personal gain.
So
He looks to him and says, "You are a fairy, though. For all I know, that could change by tomorrow evening.
I'm
Your kind are not known for."
He just pulls out a red cap and like drops it on the table they were sitting at, and just like stares Aiden in the eye.
He just looks down at it and looks back at him. And this is supposed to mean something to me?
I'm not a fairy. That would be a different word. He just picks the cap up and puts it right back in his pocket.
Well, you all certainly called yourselves fairies when we interacted with you.
you guys see Tony pull out this pendant from underneath her shirt. It's very, very sturdy, but it looks old. And it's of the symbol seen on the screen, the Thanatos, tradition symbol. And she'll kind of wave it around, muttering in Greek. And now that I got that focado for life, 2 successes.
I didn't need to spend the fucking quintessence today because I have Spark of Life. Oh well.
And so, 2 successes should be enough to just, yeah. And then she'll just kind of sit up. She's like, did anyone write on my fucking face?
Nobody had a pen.
Good.
Incorrect, he says as he pulls out a pen. No one was stupid.
Very smart. So who's up for another round?
She laughs and says, I feel pretty good. I could go for another.
Hey!
You guys?
Aiden just kind of gives Tony a bit of side eye. Says, "Are you sure you're quite capable?"
Yeah, I'm fine. If I pass out again, I'll wake up eventually. Or at least I fucking hope I'd wake up eventually.
I mean, this is a vampire's area.
Yes. And while that is disgusting in on itself, this place is still protected. Not even she can break that.
He writes down that
I
bit
mean,
of information because he didn't know.
Tony looks at him really curiously and says, yeah, like that's kind of like no one at all can harm another person here. Like, unless they remove the dove spirits. Kind of like Old Hat.
That's pretty neat.
Would be possible. Wouldn't be something I'd recommend, though.
Oh yeah, I mean you could probably, use spirit or whatever to tell the dove spirits to, fuck off, but that would probably
Whoever the owner was, I wouldn't be happy.
Oh yeah.
I think you don't even need to do that. You could just bind them into a spirit, into a form. Then let it rise to adapt to the human realm, and that's when you make your strike. But that's if we were planning to destroy this place, which we are not.
Yeah. No plans for that, that's for sure. At least not on my end. So you guys ready for another round?
Hello.
Or... No.
I actually am not. I will concede the round as it is cheating for me to drink with you. since I can't actually get drunk.
And it's just to learn like secrets and stuff about each other, not really to get drunk. Getting drunk's just kind of like a extra little thing. Like Arthur,
Aiden
he doesn't
will-
drink, but Arthur will smoke blunts.
Aiden will just hold up a finger and then just go up and start making up root beer floats for everyone.
Yeah,
guess
can you-
that's an idea.
those-
Because there's no way this place does not have the stuff for that.
No, we've made root beer floats here before.
And I don't think I want to test my limits. I mean, I had 10 shots and I feel fine. I feel a little
Get
bit, I feel a little bit relaxed. So I guess that's good. So is there going to be like 10 little root beer float shots or?
Root beer float shots are actually really fun. I've made them with friends before.
Yeah, that does sound like fun.
So yeah, Tony will help Art Aiden. There we go. Aiden make them as well, so we can get like 10 for everybody.
And by the way, I guess it wouldn't have mattered anyway if Hannah didn't say verbena or not, because Tony probably said it in Cantonese anyway, because you can't really translate that. Can you? Is there a Hong Kong word for verbena? Or a Cantonese word for verbena?
Let me see.
Probably not. It's a fantasy word.
Yeah.
You never know. Let's see. Because, like, you seriously never know. Because this stuff is... Where the fuck is Cantonese on here? Oh, that's right. They don't actually have Cantonese on Google Translate. Fuck you, bitch. Oh, damn it.
Maybe if I go to like Wolfwiki and change the language to Cantonese? I don't know. Let's check.
These aren't Cantonese.
Is there a language setting here? If I do like dot. I don't think there is.
Yeah, probably not. But the funny thing is, though, is that Byron might not be able to tell the difference if like that was an actual word or if that was something said in Cantonese. Because he doesn't know the language, so he doesn't know what is and what isn't the word. But either way, it was still said. So
Yeah, fair enough. So anyway,
yeah, either way.
either way. So we'll wait for Joy to back. In the meantime, she'll over to Tony saying that was pretty fun.
I'm actually gonna bow out. I'm not feeling too good. My back's
Okay.
starting to hurt pretty bad, and I don't know why.
Ooh, hope they get to feeling well soon.
Yeah, man.
And I've been in bed all day. Fucking haven't done anything to hurt it.
Yeah, man. Body takes time to heal. Sometimes it goes up, it goes down until it's better, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
If it does get worse, probably best to go head to your doctor.
Probably. Alright, so everyone have a good night.
Have a good night, man.
Have a good one.
Yeah, she'll look at Tony and say, that was pretty fun.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, me too.
It's a lot better when we have more people because I remember we've had Logan and like Arthur and Adriana and a couple other vampires. Of course, we had to mix alcohol in with the blood for them, but but yeah.
I guess that was a bit hard for you.
I mean, it wasn't too bad watching them drink blood. It's just abominations,
Well, I guess in some ways, who knows how they got to that state, right?
Oh, I know how they got there. I was. And she just kind of shuts up.
She'll just kind of shrug. Who knows? Some could see us as abominations. And she'll wink.
Tony will.
Like, she meant that very, how do you say it? Like, not to insult you, but to, you can
Yeah.
tell she was very genuine.
Mm-hmm. So Tony will kind of look over at her and just kind of. It's not a very wide or, enduring smile. And she's just kind of like, yeah, trust me, I know what it's like to be seen as an abomination. Not a lot of people agree with my views, especially when it comes to bringing around the good death.
Yeah. I remember, a story, of, my pater. He, or at least my first one, he was, he hated, and I mean hated the technocracy to a point where I think let's just say he went too far off the deep end. He was let's just say he always talked about how he wanted to prove that he wasn't an abomination, and it kind of got to a, I believe what they officially said is that he actually had denial quiet.
Oh my god. It's
Yeah.
horrible.
He denied the idea that he was an abomination. Ended up becoming one.
I think that's how everyone eventually falls into quiet, really.
And you'd be surprised. Some of I've heard I've read accounts of masters who willfully put themselves into quiet so they could learn insights about the universe.
Yes, that is the sort of thing that a master would do, indeed. Or Aiden just kind of jumps into the conversation really awkwardly.
Well, not exactly something that let's just say no one really agreed that it was a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes.
So I'm assuming he's just getting like, unless Hannah's been translating this whole time.
That's true.
Yeah, he's just responding to what Hannah's saying.
Yeah, I think she was just speaking English just because it's natural for her. Because in the Hermetic chantries and stuff like that, she probably spoke English a lot. She'll kind of look over and say, "So, we got our floats prepared?" And she kind of takes hers and floats it around.
Does he have any craft? I think he does, so they should be fairly decently made. Yeah, he has 3 dots in craft. Specialty
Cool.
in wood carving, but they should be decent.
Yeah. She has 2, so she'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
So,
He hands the one over to Tony.
Tony will give him a thumbs up. So who wants to go first? Or do you guys just want to continue the order from last time?
I'd like to go
I'm
first.
just continuing. Oh, okay.
Okay. She says, "Never have I ever had a close brush with death."
Aiden takes a sip.
Tony takes a sip. Damn it.
Aiden will gesture for Tony to go next.
Tony just shoots Hannah a dirty look. But it's like one of those little playful kind of glares.
She'll just wink back at you.
Man, I got some really fucked up ones, but they've all happened to me, so I can't use them. Fuck. No, I've seen that too. I can't. Oh, Jesus Christ. No, I've been that. God bless America. Never have I ever. No, I've put curses on people too. She's just going through this list trying to find something.
Aiden's just when she mentions putting curses on people, Aiden just kind of narrows his eyes at her.
She just flips him the bird. It's like, bitch, I'm gonna eat that at toast. I got you.
Oh! Alright.
What?
My chair just broke, so
Wait, what just broke?
His
my
chair.
chair just broke and I almost fell over backwards.
Damn.
That's happened to me before.
Yes, I am.
I didn't mean to yell into the mic, though.
I got you. Never have I ever used life magic to heal someone else other than myself.
Ha! Motherfucker, I don't have life 3!
She
Neither
doesn't.
do I.
She winks at.
drink.
So
Cody's just gonna look over to Aiden and say, "Worst verbena ever."
I'm not the sort of healing verbena. I'm the type of verbena that sacrifices technocratic agents to cleanse sanctums.
heavy.
And then he winks at both of them.
I mean, look, I've done my fair share of sacrificing too, but I mean, like, isn't that what you? I mean, you need to hang out with Arthur or something.
He just waves his fingers, like wiggling. He just, does like that wave where he wiggles his fingers and says, "It's a mystery."
What mystery was what? There was no mystery in any of that.
He just winks at her.
Why are you winking so much? Like, is there something up with your eye? Like, do we need to bring you to Arthur?
Oh dear, you haven't seen the Never Have I Ever questions pulled up next. That's going to make the winking really awkward.
Oh no. Okay, it's your turn.
Never have I ever played a sex game with with a person of any sex. As he looks at Tony.
Hannah doesn't drink.
Now I feel like I need to message Tim and ask this question.
You're going to be doing that a lot in this scene, Kim. You have how many shots?
Has Logan and Tony ever done sex games? Yeah. Is that just like with
Do
them?
it. He's online. Do it.
I don't even do it. Oh my god, I don't want to.
Just send him that random ass message. If you won't, I can.
I don't even. I feel so bad sending him this message. Has Tony and Logan ever done sex games?
I don't know. I don't think that'd be a big deal to say.
Oh my god, he sees it. He's okay.
You're getting nervous and anxious.
Okay, so Tony will just kind of glare at Arbe to take a shot.
Well, she says. She kind of leans back and kind of thinks, and she really thinks for a good while. And she says, "Never have I ever gone in public without a bra."
Oh no, that was because Tony drank to the last one. That was me putting it there.
Oh, okay.
Tony's never gone out. Actually, Tony will look and say, "Okay, does a binding count as a bra?"
She just shakes her head.
Damn. Okay, well, if a binding doesn't count.
Wait,
then-
hang on. Out of character. Is a binding like something else, or?
What a binding is it's basically it's kind of like a specialized ace bandage, or you could use ace bandages, and basically you just kind of wrap your breasts. It's usually used by
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
yeah, it's used by people who want to kind of shrink. It also helps with back problems. Like I have a friend who's got some big titties, and she uses bindings to kind of help her back because it kind of
She'll actually say, yeah, that counts.
okay. Because I've had to masquerade as a guy a couple of times, and so I'd had to bind the twins up before.
Mm.
And then she'll look to Aiden. Because if he doesn't take a shot, then that means he's he's been wearing a bra this whole time. I think Joey went AFK though. Damn it.
Damn.
God. What got him though.
Oh my god.
Right.
Unless Joey doesn't know he's muted.
That would be.
I don't think so. Ow.
Is he back? Oh no, that was. Damn.
No, that was me. That was me.
And I will
Oh,
actually
voice.
be back real quick to go grab some water while Joey's gone as well.
Okay.
Oh damn! Well, there goes Joey.
Yeah, I know. He hasn't popped back in yet. I mean, we could wait a couple minutes.
Yeah, his internet might have crashed. I don't know.
It might have.
Okay, apparently something's.
Oh, okay, yeah. So we could just say Aiden just, maybe got a call or something and had to go. So, Tony will look to, or Hannah will look to Tony and say, well, do you want to keep playing? Or, I don't know. I mean, I guess this would be more of a game for more people.
That's up to you.
Well, why not? Was it your turn or mine?
I think it was my turn because your turn was about bras.
Yeah, that's right.
Never have I ever been a hermetic.
She smiles. She'll take a sip. And we'll do. She's fine.
Well, I mean, it's just root beer floats.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm done. And she'll just take a sip. These are good.
They are.
Say, well then. She'll kind of. She's thinking for a moment, and she'll say, "Never have I ever. Never." Never have I ever taken a shower with someone else.
Tony will take a sip. Never have I ever injured myself while trying to impress a person I was interested in.
She leans back and she thinks, never have I hurt anyone?
Hurt. Never have I injured myself while trying to impress somebody I was interested in.
And she actually just thinks and thinks, and finally she just looks at you and shrugs.
Okay. Your turn.
She kind of gives a really sly smirk.
Oh no.
Never have I played this game before for the first time.
Tony will take a sip. The low blow.
Your turn.
Never have I ever learned multiple languages because it was expected of me by my tradition.
She kind of gives you like a kind of look. and just takes a sip. She'll say, She kind of gets another, like she says to herself, never have I thrown up on a perfect stranger.
Yeah, Tony doesn't take a sip.
She's gonna give a not bad face. All right, what do you got for me?
Never have I ever had a treehouse.
She doesn't take a sip. Nope.
Damn. Well, it's your turn.
That would have been cool though. That's true. And she says, oh, come on. She kind of looks at you. Never, ever have I done a living sacrifice.
Oh. Oh, low. Cody will take another sip. And now I gotta think of some more hermetic stereotypes. Give me. Never have I ever been bossed around by my mentor like a slave.
She doesn't even hesitate. She'll just kind of nod up and down.
Ha, hermetics.
Never have I ever taken illegal substances.
With or without knowing?
With knowing.
Okay. And she doesn't take a sip. It's more of a Verbena thing.
I guess so. I guess so.
Well, I guess.
Although I have wanted to try, like, I don't know, like psilocybin or DMT. I really wanna try psilocybin.
I'd talk to Arthur if that's the kind of stuff you're looking for. Arthur is our resident hippie.
Where can I find Arthur?
And she'll give you the location of his place. It's near the night market.
Out of character, who is the player?
Brett.
Brad. Okay.
Yes.
I'll definitely have to talk to him.
He's a pretty cool guy. Try to keep him from using spirit. He's kind of turning into a spirit at the moment. So,
Really?
yeah. He apparently was on the moon for like a month. It got weird.
I guess our lives have always been weird, huh?
You are not wrong there. Okay.
Oh.
Never have I ever been in an embarrassing video that was uploaded to YouTube.
She doesn't take a sip.
Oh, sweet.
Guess not. And she'll say, "Oh, darn." I'm going to use this one because this one's funny. She'll say, "Never have I ever grabbed someone's breast thinking it was their arm." Panzer did that once.
I've done it accidentally in a fight once. Does that count?
She nods.
Ah, man. I was trying to get him in a grapple though, and it just she moved and I grabbed.
You thought it was their arm?
Tony will take a sip.
And she'll kind of smile and look back, waiting for what you have for her.
God, now I gotta think of some more hermetic stereotypes.
Oh, I just came up with one that's really low.
Oh man, I'm kind of like forgetting them all now. Oh no. Never have I ever. Never have I ever blown up anything with forces.
She'll actually think. She'll kind of like tilt her head side to side. And then she'll eventually go, and then she'll take a sip. And she'll say, She'll kind of look at you. Never have I ever jumped off a building.
Yeah, in the daily life of a Euthanatos, she'll take a sip.
She's doing pretty okay.
Shit, dude. Damn. Never have I used magic to cheat.
And she'll kind of... I don't know if she would even have the spheres for that.
Well, cheat on anything. Tony will go into detail a little bit more.
She'll say, And she'll kind of say, as far as I know, no. Could have forgotten.
Okay.
She'll kind of think. Never have I ever gotten sick from a serious illness. Physical illness.
Yeah, Tony. She won't take a drink.
Okay.
Never have I ever had a bad allergic reaction.
And she'll shake her head.
Hmm.
She'll then say, never have I used mine to tell if someone's lying.
Actually, no. Tony's done it. So Tony will take a sip. And damn it. Okay, never have I ever. No, you're a hermetic, not a verbena. That wouldn't. No, I've done that too. Damn it. Never have I ever fallen in love at first sight.
Hannah will be thinking about that for a moment. Yeah, she doesn't drink. She actually genuinely thinks about it for a moment and doesn't drink.
Okay.
Are we allowed to use the same ones? Oh wait, no, never mind. Brain fart. On the topic of love, then, never have I dumped someone.
Tony will think for a moment and her face will kind of cloud over.
Maybe I should have gone with the other one first. She kind of says.
No, that yours was fine. I was. Yeah. Yeah. She won't take a sip.
Okay. Bring it on, she says.
Never have. No. No. Can't say that. Never have. No. I've worked with Gravedigger. I can't use that one. Oh my god.
Seems like you did a lot of things.
Yeah, a little bit. Never have I accidentally said I love you to someone.
Yeah, she'll definitely take that. She'll nod. Whew. That was an interesting day. Let's
Good.
see. She kind of looks at you and like she's kind of looking you up and down. Never have I ever Never have I ever fallen in love.
Oh, damn it!
Damn
So,
Is that bad? Did I do it bad?
no. Tony will take a sip. No, OC, just this whole thing between Tony and Logan, it's very clear that they love each other, but they have it's kind of been like this thing where they won't admit it to each other.
Show that.
So yeah, Tony will take a sip.
She'll just kind of smile at that.
Never have I ever pressured someone into getting a tattoo or piercing.
She kind of looks at you and just shakes her head. Nope.
Okay, well, your turn.
Never have I ever played a prank on another mage.
Tony will think about it. She's really thinking about it. And then she'll say, does playing a prank on another mage to keep them out of Jor count?
Did you play a prank on him?
I mean, it's possible.
She says. Prank's a prank.
Tony will take a sip.
Yay! She says. Kind of, in a playful way. That was a lot of fun, Tony.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. If you want, we can honestly just keep going.
I think I'm good, honestly. Yeah, good way to get to know people.
It is.
Oh boy. So you said, I thought that guy's name was Alfred. I'm guessing Byron's his real name?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's everything that's been told about him. It's always been Byron.
You know what he meant when he put the red cap on the table? If you're not at liberty to say.
No, I'm trying to think of OC because red caps are very prevalent in like fairy tales and stuff like that. You can even see them in like it's spoken about in a lot of things, especially like Harry Dresden too, because in Harry Dresden they had red caps and stuff too. It would probably be like an academics check, like a high academics check, but I'm not gonna worry about it at this point. So Tony will just kind of shake her head, say, no, I don't know what he meant by that. I guess it's like some kind of fairy thing.
Could be. I guess we could. Astronomy has a pretty big library. I guess we could, or just look it up.
Yeah, that's always true.
Mm-hmm.
Well.
She'll nod. Guess I don't know what to say. You definitely sound like you've been through a lot.
As of you.
She'll say, I've been pretty sheltered. I haven't really been through much.
Everyone's been through things in their own way.
I guess a lot of people would disagree, but in a way I agree with you.
Everyone's got their own battles to face, whether it be in a sheltered home or out jumping off of roofs and buildings to get away from angry people chasing you after you botch a mission.
How many times does that happen?
Just twice.
Just twice.
All while I was an apprentice, my mentor would send me out to do these little tiny things, and occasionally, I was still learning, and I'd mess them up. So,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It is what it is, though.
She nods.
What about you, though?
Hmm?
What have you done and, been through?
She'll kind of shrug. I mean, let me just look at her. I don't remember all of her backstory, so I just have to read through it. Apparently, I was found by the police alone in Germany when I was just a little baby. Apparently I was in some unfinished apartment, and that's when I was brought here by some hermetics. She kind of, scratches her head and says, let's just say I've had my fair share of abusive mentors, I guess. I mean, some I could never really tell because I guess some, hermetics that I would talk to said it was, and others would say they were just trying to hone my will. I don't know.
She'll kind of
Yeah.
wrinkle her nose at that.
So so there's that.
Well, at least you're away from all that. For the
Yeah.
most part.
For the most part. I mean, people at the astronomy have been pretty cool, and I haven't had any problems with them. Guess there's always been this meme when people are talking about things within the Hermetic order. I guess there's two types. There's those who think of Hermes as a revered master, and there are others that see him as a wise trickster. Those are kind of your two main people you're gonna find.
Tony will nod. Yeah. Well,
Why did
just
Sorry, hang on. I used to actually be I don't think I can tell you the house name, but I was I was in the house of, I guess you could say, the generals.
the generals.
Mm-hmm. I guess you could say the generals of the order.
How about this? I'll tell you the faction that I'm a part of in the Thanatos. If you tell me what house you are a part of.
Sure. I guess that's fair.
I I am a member of the Knights of Rhadamanthus.
Cool name.
It's one of the easier ones to pronounce, let's just put it that way. What about you?
I was a part of House Titalis. Now, I'm basically considered a miscellaneous hermetic. I guess like you could say I'm a part of the house I'm a part of, which is Ex Miscellanea. Mostly, it's all about finding new hermetic practices that don't necessarily fit with the other houses.
Hmm. Seems like an odd name to just call you guys. Miscellaneous. That's a little insulting. And again, I guess it is, Order of Hermes. So,
Well, in a way, we are. I mean, you'd be surprised. It's actually a pretty respected house. It's just that the houses within the house just don't have a lot of power within the order because they're kind of building their way up, if that makes sense.
okay.
And I guess the last thing is my pater has disappeared and I can't find him.
Wait, you can't find them?
She'll nod. Right when I left on that assignment and I had here, he left without a trace. Or like he just disappeared without a trace. No one's heard anything from him.
If. Hmm. I could try talking to a few people I know. I mean, of course, Entropy's really good to try and, find people.
Really? Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I remember that. Reading books about the sphere.
Fate and all that. It's really useful.
Sounds like it is.
Yeah. Um, could, try to help you find them if you wanted.
Well, I guess all I could ask is, what would you like, in return? I
Nah, don't worry about all that.
I guess I always like to. I'm all about symbiosis.
Yeah.
I scratch your back, you scratch mine.
Yeah. And I mean, like, I'm the same way. Like, if, somebody does something for me, I want to make sure there's no, like, strings attached, but you don't got to worry about that with me.
She'll kind of nod at that. Maybe. Yeah, I'd like the help actually. If anyone can help, I mean, apparently there are masters looking for him or his cabal mates. But been trying to do my own little thing here and there to try and find him, but I guess I've mostly just been trying to study more spheres.
Yeah. I could try, and I'm not very good at it, mind you. Divination or something of the sorts. I use like cards and stuff when I do something like that. I haven't used them in a while because I don't typically do divination, but I'd need some correspondence though.
I could teach you.
Really? Well,
I'm not that. I'm only an initiate within the sphere, but I can, teach you the basics. I mean, I'll be studying it more soon.
what's your paradigm?
That's a good question.
Oh.
She'll kind of look around. I guess what I truly believe deep down is that, when nothing has to make sense. Not really. if you want something to happen. If I could just sum it up in a sentence like that.
She nods. Okay. I was thinking we might be able to work together and do it soon. I'm gonna put it plainly, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be alive. So, should probably do it soon.
I guess so. Hey, I mean, we could head back to. I'm sure the Hermetics wouldn't mind you if I brought you over to the Chantry and started teaching you.
I mean, yeah, that's
Or I could come over to your place. Doesn't matter.
my place is DeSaul's place. Then again, you are a hermetic, so I don't think he'd get too upset. Because it is his sanctum, after all. Since I'm his apprentice, he just lets me.
Where is DeSalle?
He works, or his place, shop, everything like that is at a insert address here.
Out of character, is he at the astronomy or?
Nuh-uh. He's got his
Okay.
own. He works at like this weapons shop where he mainly sells guns and shit.
Gotcha. So, she'll say then, well, either way, yeah, I can teach you.
Okay.
Maybe in the do you know Mind? Because I couldn't find anyone who. My pater did. I was hoping to learn from him.
Yeah, I don't mind. Like you, I'm just an initiate, or well, like you are in correspondence, I am just an initiate of mind.
Well, maybe we can learn things from each other.
Exactly. It sounds like it'll be a lot of fun.
Definitely. May I ask what? Oh, you believe in the? Well, what do you? I should ask. What is your paradigm?
Mine, it's everything is alive. It's the world, maybe even the universe, is just like a living entity, and the entity is either, part of divinity or maybe divinity in upon itself. Gods and monsters and whatnot exist, but in the end, good things come from all suffering. Just as the wheel is. Death sustains life, life gives away to death, and it just continues going.
She'll nod. Heavy, but interesting.
She'll just kind of smile and Thanatos.
I guess that's the reputation, eh? Guess there's some stereotypes you can't escape.
I suppose.
Oh boy.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. She kind of roll me just for fun, roll me perception, empathy. What's her manipulation?
Oh boy. I don't even know how much perk empathy Tommy is. Oh, this is not going to be a very good roll. Okay, I take it back. 3 successes on a dice pool of 4.
Figured. That's Kansas. Hang on.
Oh.
So you can tell that she's kind of she's taking her hand and like rubbing her forearm back and forth. She seems to be thinking about something, and she seems anxious.
You okay?
She seems to be staring at just she's kind of closing her eyes and breathing in deeply. She looks outside of the window and looks back and says, just a bit scared. That's all.
Why?
Guess sometimes, I don't know, I've noticed this. Sometimes when I don't know, hear certain ideas or stuff like that, she kind of, you can tell like with her body language, like it's hard to explain. How do I explain it? You ever heard an idea from someone and then you're worried that when you go to sleep you'll have a bad dream? Like you hear something or listen to something or watch a certain movie.
Yeah.
Guess it's just how I'm feeling a little bit right now. That's all.
I'm sorry, I didn't.
No, it's fine. I guess there was a. I guess there was a time when every day I would hear very, very harsh truths. And I guess I'm not sure if I just had it genetically or if I just broke one day, but started having memory problems and started sometimes seeing things or occasionally hearing things after people tell me certain things. So that's why maybe that's why I tend to stay inside a lot.
She nods. There is an Akashic Archmage, who is, an Archmage of Mind. He's, I'm currently, having, like, doing therapy and stuff, counseling or whatever you frickin' call it, with him.
She'll kind of say, sorry, go ahead.
No, you go.
Guess I don't want to go into it, but I'll think about it and definitely consider it. How about that?
She nods. Says, I don't like it all too much either, but it helps.
It does?
Ish. I'm gonna be real, not really, but um, just kind of gotta think that it does help.
She'll nod her head.
Because it's like, our magic comes from us believing, and so if we don't believe in something that will make us better, then it never will work.
Yeah, in a way. I think it has something to do with opposed resonance or something like that, making it harder. I don't know. But yeah, that's part of it.
Yeah, I would. I don't know. I'd just talk to him at first and just kind of ask him, see if there was anything that could be done. It's always good to check, I suppose.
Probably a good idea. And he lives at, and she'll say the address that you gave her, right?
No, he lives at, and she'll give the address for the Akashic Temple.
Oh, okay. And she'll write it down in her book.
Yeah, there's two different archmages in the city, Desaw and then Master Bao. Master Bao is the Akashic archmage, and Desaw is the, hermetic.
I'll definitely, I mean, I'll definitely consider it. For sure. Thank you, Tony.
And if you ever need any help, just or anyone to talk to or anything like that, I would always be willing to help.
She'll look at you and say, same goes for me. And she'll smile pretty big.
And she'll smile as well.
So, how about I can take you to the, how about I take you to the, make some calls, see if I can't, give you a tour of the observatory or something.
Sounds good.
Awesome. And if you want, we can kind of end it there.
Sounds good.
I think that's a good place.
Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, if we have any later, for watching. This has been another scene in Hong Kong House of Cards.